Did you know these 10 phone features exist? You're carrying one of the most powerful computers ever made in your pocket, and you're probably using about 20% of what it can actually do. Most people use their phone for calls, messages, and scrolling. But buried inside your settings are features that can save you time, protect your privacy, reduce your screen addiction, and even help you in an emergency. And almost nobody knows they're there. Today, I'm going through 10 phone features that already exist on your device right now. No downloads, no subscriptions, no extra apps. Just features your phone has had for years that most people have never discovered. Stay until the end. Feature number 9 is the one that surprises people the most. Feature number 1. Schedule Do Not Disturb. Most people turn Do Not Disturb on manually when they don't want to be disturbed. But very few people know you can schedule it to turn on and off automatically every single day. Set it once, your phone goes silent at 10 p.m. and comes back on at 7 a.m. without you touching it. No more accidentally leaving it on all day. No more being woken up by a notification at 2 a.m. on iPhone. Go to Settings-Focus, Do Not Disturb, Add Schedule. On Android, go to Settings, Sound, Do Not Disturb Schedules. This one takes 2 minutes to set up, and you'll use it every single night for the rest of your life. Feature number 2. Screen time on iPhone or Digital Wellbeing on Android. These built-in tools show you exactly how much time you spend on each app every day, and the numbers are almost always shocking. Most people who check this for the first time find they're spending 3 to 5 hours per day on their phone, often split between social media, YouTube, and messaging apps. That's 90 to 150 hours a month. Over a full year, that's more than 60 full days. You can use this feature to set daily limits on specific apps. Once the limit is hit, the app locks and you have to consciously choose to extend it. On iPhone, Settings, Screen Time. On Android, Settings, Digital Wellbeing and Parental Controls. Awareness alone changes behavior. Just checking your usage once a week is enough to make most people more intentional about how they use their phone. Feature number 3. Back Tap on iPhone and Quick Tap on Android. This one genuinely feels like a superpower once you know about it. On iPhone, you can double tap or triple tap the back of your phone to trigger any action. Take a screenshot, open the camera, turn on the torch, scroll down, or even activate an accessibility shortcut. It uses the accelerometer to detect the tap, so it works reliably. On Android Pixel phones, Quick Tap-in Settings System-Sisters lets you do the same thing with a squeeze or tap on the back. To set it up on iPhone, Settings, Accessibility, Touch, Back Tap. Choose Double Tap or Triple Tap, then assign the action. This replaces reaching for buttons or unlocking your phone just to do a simple task. Once you set it up, you'll use it dozens of times a day. Feature number 4. Live Voicemail Transcription. Nobody likes listening to voicemails. But most people don't know that both iPhone and many Android phones will automatically transcribe voicemails to text so you can read them instead of listening. On iPhone, this is called live voicemail. When someone calls and goes to voicemail, you can watch the transcription appear in real time and decide whether to pick up. On Android, Google Phone app has a built-in voicemail transcription feature under Call Settings Voicemail Transcription. This is especially useful when you're in a meeting or a noisy environment and can't listen to audio. One glance tells you whether the voicemail needs immediate attention or can wait. Quick pause. If you're finding these useful, hit subscribe. We share free tips like this every single week. Takes 1 second and costs you nothing. Back to the features. Feature number 5. One-handed mode. Phones keep getting bigger, and reaching the top of the screen with one hand is becoming impossible. One-handed mode shrinks the screen down so your thumb can reach everything, and both iPhone and Android have it built in. On iPhone, go to Settings, Accessibility-Reachability. Once enabled, swipe down on the bottom edge of the screen to bring everything within reach. On Android, Settings, Advanced Features Samsung or Settings System. Gestures, One-handed Mode. This sounds minor, but if you use your phone with one hand regularly, while commuting, cooking, or holding something, it genuinely makes the experience much more comfortable. Feature number 6. Built-in Document Scanner. You don't need a scanner app. Both iPhone and Android have full document scanning built in. It detects the edges of a document automatically, corrects the angle, removes shadows, and saves a clean PDF. On iPhone, open the Notes app, create a new note, tap the camera icon, then tap Scan Documents. Point at any document and it scans instantly. On Android, open Google Drive, tap the plus button, and select Scan. The same technology works exactly the same way. This is perfect for contracts, receipts, handwritten notes, letters, or anything physical you need to save digitally. Crisp, clean scans without downloading a single extra app. Feature number 7, offline maps. If you've ever lost signal while navigating somewhere new, you already know how frustrating it is. But Google Maps lets you download entire regions for offline use. City maps, country maps, any area you choose. Once downloaded, full navigation still works with no internet connection at all. Turn-by-turn directions, street names, points of interest, all available offline. To set it up, open Google Maps, tap your profile picture, then Offline Maps, then select your own map. Draw the area you want to save and download it. Files range from a few hundred MB to over a gigabyte depending on area size. This is invaluable when traveling abroad to avoid roaming charges, hiking where signal is weak, or just as a backup when your connection drops in an unfamiliar area. Feature number 8, Emergency SOS. This is the most important feature on this list and the one most people have never set up. On iPhone, pressing the side button and volume button simultaneously triggers Emergency SOS. It calls emergency services and shares your location with emergency contacts automatically. You can also enable crash detection, which calls for help if your phone detects you've been in a car accident. On Android, rapidly pressing the power button 5 times triggers an emergency call in most regions. Go to Settings-Emergency SOS on your phone right now and make sure it's configured. Add your emergency contacts. This takes 3 minutes and could save your life. Feature number 9, Text-to-Speech or Read Aloud. Your phone can read literally anything out loud to you. Articles, emails, books, web pages, documents, using built-in text-to-speech that sounds natural and requires no internet. On iPhone, go to Settings, Accessibility-Spoken Content, Enable Speak Screen. Then swipe down from the top of the screen with 2 fingers on any page to have it read the entire screen aloud. On Android, go to Settings, Accessibility, Text-to-Speech Output to configure it. Many Android browsers also have a built-in read aloud option in the Share menu. This is how many people consume long-form content while commuting, walking, or doing chores. Instead of reading, you listen. The productivity gain is significant. Feature number 10, App-Specific Time Limits. Beyond just showing you your screen time, you can set hard daily limits on individual apps. When the limit hits, the app icon grays out and accessing it requires you to consciously enter your password. That moment of friction is the whole point. It breaks the automatic, mindless reach for social media and forces a deliberate choice. Most people who use this report checking their most addictive apps 40 to 60% less within the first week. Set a 30-minute daily limit on your most used social app. Not to eliminate it, just to stay in control of it. 10 features that were already on your phone and now you know about all of them. Scheduled Do Not Disturb, screen time tracking, back tap, voicemail transcription, one-handed mode, document scanning, offline maps, emergency SOS, read aloud, and app time limits. Pick the one that surprised you the most and set it up today, not tomorrow. Today. It takes 5 minutes. Subscribe to the channel. We post free content like this every week. And drop a comment below. Which feature are you going to try first? See you in the next one.